Climbing darkness and the bass are aligning. Walk 45, the pressure is physical. The vibe in the room is reaching the critical. Brazilian grit, the snare is a punch. The rhythm is looking for something to munch. Heavyweight low and shaking the street. Surrender your soul to the funk and the beat. Adrenaline spikes, the vision goes gray. We're throwing the rest of the world away. Capture the loop, keep it viral and tight. We're burning the fuse in the middle of the night. Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. That you ever saw. Deep in the sweat is a river. The bass in the chest makes the diaphragm shiver. Punchy and raw, the percussion is rolling. No one is watching and no one's controlling. Vocal chops slicing like glass in the air. Lost in the strobe and the neon red glare. Short form power looping for life. Cutting the silence away like a knife. Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. Greedy and raw, the cleanest destruction that you ever saw. Back to the ground, let the kick drum stomp. Welcome to the heart of the Brazilian funk. Soul of the street in the digital cage, turning the club to a riot stage. Catchy and lethal, the cowbell returns. Fueling the fires, the memory burns. 145, no oxygen left. The sonic assault and a memory death. Puxa a trava, mexe. Puxa a trava, frita. Puxa a trava, mexe. Puxa a trava, puxa a trava, frita. Running, the heat is a flood. The bass is a poison that's inside the blood. Viral and vicious, hear the metal scream. The wake up call in a silicone dream. Punchy, heavy, the rhythm is cold. A story of lightning that's yet to be told. One last surge, one last hit. Everything breaks when the fire is lit. Final rotation, the edge of the world. The flag of the darkness is finally unfurled. One last kick to rattle the bone. We're dancing together, we're dancing alone. 145 and the speakers expire. Feeding the soul to the funeral pyre. Cleanest destruction, the final attack. Once you go in, there is no coming back. Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. Invincible, greedy and raw, the cleanest destruction that you ever saw. Still posing, still sweating.
Midnight riding in a ghost white frame. No face, no ID, no name. Simple rhythm, complex game. The bell is calling, not your shame. Feel the bounce, feel the swing. Hear the way the shadows sing. Distort the way the heavy king. Diamonds on a copper ring.
Splash back to the static, keep it clean. The darkest fun you've ever seen. 135, the BPM. The crown is made of polished phlegm. Drop the bass, watch it break. Everything is yours to take. Bounce it back, hold the line. Drinking mercury like wine.
Bounce, drop a bounce, drop a bounce, bounce, drop a bounce, drop a bounce, drop a bounce, bounce, drop a 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 bounce. don't know why. Spin in the dark, wait for the spark, wait for the spark. The 808 is a silent shark, leaving a permanent heavy mark. Shift the gears, hear them grind, leave the sunlight far behind. Phonk is the state of a distorted mind, searching for what she'll never find. Punchy kick, snap the snare, oxygen is getting rare. Static floating in the air, move the body if you dare. Bounce, bounce, every gram, every ounce. Watch the way the rhythm mounts. This is all the static counts. Simple, simple, dark, dark, fun, fun. We are never done, 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 done.
The bell is fading to a hum. The 808 is getting numb. The drums are gone, the spirits come. Listen to the silence. Listen to the silence. Silence, silence, silence.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce in the dark. Bounce, 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 bounce. Let it roll. Bounce, 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 bounce. Lose control. Bounce, 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 bounce. All night long. Bounce, Phonk, energy, feel the song. Stepping slow, then I speeded it up. Hit away, shaking when the kick drum cuts. Chrome in the mirror, smoke in the air. Sound so cold, but the fire's still there. Move like a ghost with the neon glow. Every line sharp, every snare hit low. Baseline crawling like a midnight beast. Keep it on loop, let the tension increase. Bounce in the dark, feel the bass hit hard. Ride through the night, leave a glowing scar. Cowbell ring, let the rhythm take control. Bounce, Phonk, pressure, hit it in the soul. Bounce, 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 let it roll. Bounce, 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 lose control. Bounce, 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 all night long. Bounce, Phonk, energy, feel. Drop that pulse, let the floor react. Heavy with the groove and the rhythm attack. Slide in the low end, twist the sound. Every heartbeat lands like a shockwave pound. No fear, no break, just the raw momentum. Dark road vibes with a lot of can spectrum. Hands up high when the hook comes back. Bounce, Phonk, get them on a haunted track. Slow it down, let the echo breathe. Whisper in the mix while the shadows squeeze. Then the kick it quick turns and the chain goes tight. One more wave for the reckless night. Bounce in the dark, feel the bass hit hard. Ride through the night, leave a glowing scar. Cowbell ring, let the rhythm take control. Bounce, Phonk, pressure, hit it in the soul. Bounce, 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 let it roll. Bounce, 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 lose control. Bounce, 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 all night long. Bounce, Phonk, energy, feel the song. Welcome to the graveyard. Watch your step, step.
Welcome to the graveyard. Watch us, watch us, watch us. Watch your step. Creeping through the alley where the sunlight never goes. Heavy on the pedal, yeah, I'm staying on my toes. 808 is beating, hit a rattle in the frame. I don't need a crown, man, I don't need a name. Just a cowbell ringing like a siren in the dark. Feeling of the fire, let me hit him with a spark. Gritty on the board, yeah, the tension feeling cold. Sealing at the soul for the stories never told.
Fit a bounce, fit a break. Everything is on a stake. Happy bass, punchy kick. Moving fast, moving slick. Phonk life, midnight. Keep it moving out of sight. On the pulse, watch the needle start to red. Living for the
dreaming for you.
Don't stop. Don't breathe. 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 Breathe.
Feel the bounce, feel the break. Everything is a mistake. Heavy bass, punchy kick. Moving fast, moving slick. Phonk life, midnight. Keep it moving out of sight. The grit, the grime, the bass, the time. It's just phonk, 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 phonk.
Watch your step. Shit. Parties in the ice in the dick, no fucking. Pretty to the wheels, never slow. Catching all the static in the radio glow. I'm figure pacing for the heat on the skin. Open at the gate and let the darkness in. Sliding it away, shit, the truck is gonna break. Counting every trim and every choice that you make. Saturate the rhythm, let the low and bite. We're the only monsters left inside that life. Heart hit and bounce, keep the phonk on the rise. Look into the void with the cold-blooded eyes. Dark street energy, the sliding on the floor. Kicking at the ceiling till we rip through the door. Aggressively go, keep the melody sharp. Plucking on the nerves like a high-tension heart. Club ready madness, let the saturation bleed. Everything is perfect at a high-octane speed. Tight on his man, let the clap lay a sting. Listen to the way the metal frequencies ring. Rolling out the halves, people stuttering the fast. Built for the moment, forget about the past. Chrome in the shadow when it's up in the air. Living on the rhythm in the cold, hard to stand. Distorted vision, let the salt bass glide. Deep in the belly where the frequencies high. Keep the phonk on the rise. Look into the void with the cold-blooded eyes. Dark street energy, the sliding on the floor. Kicking at the ceiling till we rip through the door. Aggressively go, keep the melody sharp. Plucking on the nerves like a high-tension heart. Club ready madness, let the saturation bleed. Everything is perfect at a high-octane speed. 150 pulse, let the engine ignite. Everything is heavy in the middle of the fight. Street side law, let the bass be the judge. Holding on the rhythm, we ain't never gonna buzz. Saturation red line ain't clipping on the peak. Looking for the power that the silent people seek. Bossy and militia, let the 808 drift. For the whole foundation of the city start to shift. Yeah. Can you feel the weight? The 808 is calling. Don't blink, 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 blink. Eyes on the pavement, drifting through the neon gloom. Heavy bounce, vibrating, shaking up the entire room. Cowbell ringing like a warning in the dead of night. Gritty on the texture, yeah, we staying out of sight. 140 on the pulse, watch the needle start to jump. Feel that 808 kick, feel that heavy metal thump. Shadows in the mirror, yeah, the devil's on my tail. Phonk in my system, yeah, we never gonna fail. Make it bounce, make it break. Feel the earth start to quake. Punch and kick, snap the snare. Static floating in the air.
Welcome to the dark side.
Puxa a trava, mexe. Puxa, puxa a trava, brita.
No flicker, heart rate climbing, darkness and the bass are aligning. 145, the pressure is frozen, the vibe in the room is reaching the critical, bristling grit. The snare is a punch, the rhythm is looking for something to munch. Heavyweight low and shaking the streets, surrender yourself to the funk and the beat. Adrenaline spikes, the vision goes gray. We're throwing the rest of the world away. Capture the loop, cue the viral and tight. We're burning the fuse in the middle of night. Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. Dark and dance, a little gritty and raw. The cleanest destruction that you ever saw. Screaming is deep in the sweat is the river. The bass in the chest makes the diaphragm shiver. Punchy and raw, the percussion is rolling. No one is watching and no one's controlling. Vocal chops slicing like glass in the air. Lost in the strobe and the neon red glare. Short form power, looping for life. Cutting the silence away like a knife. Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. Dark and visible, gritty and raw. The cleanest destruction that you ever saw. Back to the grind with the kick drum stomp. Welcome to the heart of the Brazilian funk. Soul of the street in a digital cage. Turning the club to a riotous stage. Catchy and lethal, the album returns. Fueling the fire as the memory burns. 540 God, no oxygen left. The sonic assault and a rhythm theft.
Puxa a trava, mexe.
Puxa a trava, frita.
Running, the heat is a flood. The bass is a poison that's inside the blood. Viral and vicious, hit the metal scream. The wake up call in a silicon dream. Punchy, heavy, the rhythm is cold. The story of lightning is yet to be told. One last surge, one last hit. Everything breaks when the fire is lit. Final rotation, the edge of the world. The flag of the darkness is finally unfurled. One last kick to rattle the bone. We're dancing together, we're dancing alone. 145 till the speakers expire. Feeding the soul to the funeral pyre. Clean as destruction, the final attack. Once you go in, there is no coming back.
Sweaty club energy.
Sweaty club energy, feel the decay. The rhythm is here and it's coming to stay. Dark and danceable, gritty and raw. The cleanest destruction that you ever saw.
Still pulsing. Still sweating. Still pulsing. Still sweating.
Shadows dancing on the concrete floor.
Heavy bass, running in the iron door. Once 145, yeah, the pulse is high. Underneath the glow of a charcoal sky. Whistling, gritting the rhythm we chase. Feel the kick drum hitting your face. No air in the room, just the heat and the sound. We're digging the vibration straight off the ground. The walls are sweating, the lights are dim. The funk is a tide and we're starting to swim. Catch the motion, lock the frame. Nothing in the world is gonna feel the same.
Dark energy, let the cowbell ring.
Hear the siren that the nighttime brings.
Dark viral fever, let the loop take hold.
Dance like the stories that were never told.
Heavyweight sound
single beat is a wicked design. Touchy and raw, keeping it tight. It's 6 minute walk in the middle of the night. Touching the vision, a blur in the eyes. The bass is the truth, the rest is just lies. Short form energy, ready to break. How much of the pressure can the speakers take? Hey, 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 hey.
Can you feel the pulse? It's under your skin.
The dark is where the real work begins.
Ready, 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 ready.
Go. Dark energy, let the cowbell ring.
Hear the siren that the nighttime brings.
A dark barrel fever, let the loop take hold.
Dance like the stories that were never told.
Heavyweight sound, no room to breathe.
In this club you never want to leave.
4 minutes in and we're hitting the peak. The iron is strong but the body is weak. Brazilian soul in a digital cage, turning the club to a riot stage. Local trucks ice in the thick of the air. Look at the crowd, there's a fire in there. Cowbell ringing like a ghost in the mix. Searching for the high, looking for the mix. Bye 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 bye
keep the rhythm moving, keep it in the dark. Sweaty club energy, head to the toes. Where the night ends, nobody knows. Punchy, pretty, viral and loud. Lost in the middle of a faceless crowd. One last surge, one last hit. Everything burns when the fuse is lit. Dark energy, let the cowbell ring.
Hear the siren that the nighttime brings.